Welcome back to Class Culture. It is a word of worship, karma. Karma, karma, karma. Yes. And I had to make sure, Hearts of Gold, that I didn't go over this again. I'm like, no, I didn't. So, yes, where are we on the playlist? Welcome back, Hearts of Gold. I appreciate you so very much. We have 19 videos. Wow. Just think this time next year or whenever we hit the 1 year mark, I'm going to do it live. So when we hit the 1 year mark, we'll do like an outline and we'll do it live and we'll do a panel. So you have a whole head start to get caught up and we'll talk about it. And you never know, we might have some fun along the way. But yeah, the playlist is now all of the videos on here are not um, words of worship. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have like my intro, outro, and some other things on there. Then I have Taoism. Then I have, yeah, that's the only one that isn't word of worship. And I'm thinking about maybe when I hit like the 40 mark. No, let's do halvesies. When I hit the 25 mark, I'll change the avatar. But yeah, just for some interest. And yeah, karma, fate, and destiny is what we're going to discuss today. Proverbs talk 11:27. So yeah, I thought I had more. Okay, so I put the Taoism on there because I just wanted people to see it. And then at the very top, well, at least it's the thumbnails, I talk about religions, Pew Research. That's not a word of worship related. Okay, so you have one video by me, that's not a word of worship. You have another video that's about Taoism, that's not by me. And then you have 4 videos that have nothing to do with a word of worship. I just put those videos on all of my playlists so you can see them. Okay, so yay, it's really rocking and rolling. So when I get to the 25th or the 26th, a word of worship, I'll change the avatar. So yeah, I just wanted to look at that and pat myself on the back. Oh yes. Okay. So a word of worship. I mean, you can never run out of topics when you're talking about the Bible. It's crazy. And every time I pick a topic I want to talk about, like I already know what I want to talk about next week, I find another topic. And then I do research about that topic. And then I find another topic. So I have a whole list. So I don't see in the future where I'll stop doing these. I see in the future as the pandemic lifts, as a production person, it will turn into something else, but I'm still enjoying this process. So until I hit a year, I'm going to keep doing a word of worship just like this as uploads because we as content creators, we need the break every once in a while. So yeah, I like it. And it's, I can sit back and relax and just discuss it with you. And if you're new here, go ahead and subscribe, like the video, hit those reminder buttons at the same time you subscribe and on the video. On the video lineup that I have. So you're new here, you're joining, you're watching this video, you go look at my lineup and hit reminder, 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 so I can be in your algorithms. And shout out to Google and StreamYard and YouTube. My reminders work like a charm. So I appreciate you. And me and Scribe Guy are whooping it up over here because the views are going up. Shout out to the future and beyond. Shout out to the Hearts of Gold right here in the present with me. Thank you so very much. We're just rocking and rolling and doing our thing. Happy Hulls. It's the holidays, October, Thanksgiving, Christmas, or whatever holiday you choose to celebrate. We're here. Embrace it. Get over it. Okay, let's go forward. We are going to talk about these topics karma in the Bible, fate, ironic twist of fate, meaning, I had to put it all out there like that in order to get what we need, kismet, the meaning of destiny, and vision. Okay. And then we have 5 Webbies, and those are found down below along with the playlist. So I pepper the playlist in there every once in a while, because it's there, and when you're doing your research and when you're down there in the description box, it's just handy. And you can see I use every ounce of my description box. We're allowed 5,000 characters. I use it all. So enjoy. You know, we as content creators, we have all these tools. I take advantage of each and every one of them. Thank you very much. And nothing will change that. But yeah, and I have this weird thing I'm trying to figure out on my computer, where I used to be able to open up visuals and then close them without it being a tab. I still haven't figured it out yet. So I'm going to give myself to the end of October, and then I'm just going to give up and just do overlays, and go from there. But yeah, everything's kosher. It's just that when things happen, you just have to go with the flow. So we all have heard the phrase karma, right? It's in the Bible. Now, they might not use the word karma, but after we go through some definitions, you will be able to appreciate the fact that, yeah, it's in the Bible and it's nothing new. See, that's the thing about it. People can act as if, when you have a conversation with them, that, oh, that's new to me. And I'm like, no, it's not. It's easy, but a lot of people want to skirt, pretend, or just lie right in your face, or not go along to get along on purpose. And when it comes to spirituality, religion, positive affirmation, that's the whole premise, to get along. So yeah, I don't pull people. I invite people, and if they show up, then they're there, right? I don't try to make people understand what I'm saying. You either do or you don't, and I keep it pushing, right? So the universal causal law by which good or bad actions determine the future modes of an individual's existence. Karma is ritual, functioned autonomously and according to a cosmic ritual law. Um, that's a lot, but think about it. A drop in the water causes ripples. It's going to happen. And something's going to come your way. Even ebb and flow, right? The turn of the tide, right? The what do they call it? The path, okay? It's going to come back at you. What you put out, you get back. Your body is in tune with nature. That's another thing. People in their mind and their egos, they get lost. It's like, no, this is supposed to happen to you. No, it's not. I remember the first time, little story time, that I went into a doctor's office with sunburn, and I didn't know what was happening to my face, like the T zone, the nose and the forehead, the T zone. I just felt horrible. And I asked the doctor, I was like, I don't know, it's been a couple days, and he asked me questions, and I said, yeah, I was out and about, and I don't know what's wrong. I think it's a headache. He was like, no, it's sunburn. I was like, but I'm African American. I was young, so missed me. I was about maybe 23. And he says, no, you guys can get sunburn as well. It just didn't come across as sunburn, right? And I was in denial. So even though I was out and about without sunscreen, thinking I'm young and invincible, that was my first lesson. And since then, that day, because everyone always asks me, oh, your skin is great. I do have wrinkles, but they're not obvious, because I am almost 60 years old, right? Shout out to the Goldens. But it's not apparent. It's because ever since I was young, I've always taken care of my skin. And I've always worn sunscreen since my 20s. I'm glad I went to the doctor. I'm glad I didn't think it was just a headache. I'm glad I was uncomfortable. And I've always, in the winter and in the summer, if I'm going to be out longer than an hour, I put sunscreen on. I don't care. I don't care. I don't announce it. I just do it. So that's how I've saved my skin over the years. That's what, 40 years? So yeah, it makes a difference, doesn't it? It sure does. So anyway, whatever happens in the past is going to get you. Let's just say I did not put the sunscreen on. Well, not only is it nature, it's karma. That's what you get. You should have did exactly what the doctor told you to do. And here, over here, it says karma means action. So if I didn't take that action, I could be wrinkly, pruny, and saggy, but I'm not. Work or a deed. That was one of my mom's. One of my moms. I only had one mom. That was my mom's one of her favorite words. Deeds. So yeah, it pays off. Be careful. The term also refers to the spiritual principle of cause and effect. Cause, sunburn, the effect, uh, scratchy, bumpy, bad skin, right? Often descriptively called the principle of karma, wherein intent and actions of an individual. And I wanted to give that example because it's something I did to myself. You know what I mean? No one else did it. So karma doesn't have to be what someone did to you. It's what you're doing to yourself. Now, we often say that's your karma, that's what you get. I'm not judgy that way, but if I'm involved in something and I'm observing it, I might come to that conclusion, right? What you put out will come back to you in unexpected ways. Give only what you don't mind getting back to you. That part. Karma. Always there, always watching. Be careful. And it's because of nature, the laws of nature. When you truly understand karma, then you will realize that fill in the blank, whatever, right? And then karma, when you eat the last chocolate biscuit and then suffer dramatic chocolate cravings the next day. So that's kind of silly. But yeah, it's just fun to look at it. And there is, yin and yang and all that good stuff. So it doesn't have to be negative, right? Karma, no need for revenge. Just sit back and wait. Time is on my side. Yes, it is. Just wait. Those who hurt you eventually screw up themselves. And if you are lucky, God will let you watch. Knock on everything. So, again, whatever you do comes back to you because by the time all of those things drop, it's going to get you. It's going to get you. And if you are a true believer, you can deny it, but you have plenty of, examples in your life. Karma isn't anything that you have to prove. It's what they know in their mind, and then they can lie and not never tell you, but it's there. It's if you're a true believer in karma, you get what you give, whether it's bad or good. Yes, every day, all day long. So it's okay. Like we say in the military, shout out to the veterans, enlisted, and support staff. Retreat is a form of battle. Yeah, let them sulk and soak in their misery. Karma in the Bible. That's almost as, why? You don't have to go in the trenches. Just chill. They did it. So, 15 Bible verses about karma. Karma is defined as the sum of a person's actions in this and previous states of existence, viewed as deciding their fate in future existences. Meaning, you might be 20 now, but eventually you're going to be 55, 57, 82. I hope. Mhm. I'm going for 100, so I'm claiming it. And moisturize. Mhm. But yeah, it's that easy. Yeah, I could start the video there. I could make 15-minute videos. Sorry, I'm trying to get rid of something. I could make 15-minute word of worship videos, but that's not enough for Gigi or our hearts of gold, right? But internationals are enjoying the links, so yay. Um, is it a sin to believe in karma? This was interesting to me. I'm not Christian. Now, you all know my story. No repeats. Join the replay crew. Christians should not believe in karma because the sum of people's works does not decide whether they are saved or not. Did you know that? We can claim that we know what it is, but per Christians, you're not supposed to believe in it. Why? Because you're not supposed to be sinning. You already got a whole bunch of commandments. You already got a bunch of rules. You already got the demons and the devils, and you got all of that. So I would be careful. Yeah, be careful. That's why I always tell people, be careful. And I'll ask them first, well, oh, are you a Christian? No, but I believe in God. Still be careful. Because based on the written word, it's already stuff in there. So to me, that's like a double trouble, right? Be careful. It's going to get you, right? Because of the sum of people's works does not decide whether they are saved or not. Only faith in Christ saves people from condemnation through God's grace. Christians are gifted a relationship with Christ instead of the death they deserve. So, meaning if you're there, just because you profess, you have to live in the word. So we all know a lot of people aren't 100 when it comes to that, but it doesn't matter. I'm not here to judge. I'm just saying, um, it's it's interesting to have these conversations with people, and sometimes, Gigi, she'll run into, you know, um, a non-believer or uh, in a let's just say someone who doesn't quite understand the word, whereas I've studied it and I respect it, and I don't have to practice it to have the knowledge of it, and they get mad when you show them things like this. It's like, well, you don't have to do karma because you're doing the Bible. And which is worse? I think the Bible's worse. Karma is you do something bad today, something's going to happen to you tomorrow, and then it's even Steven. Right? So, be careful. It's crazy. Yeah. All right. See, because some people try to justify their wrongdoings, but you really can't. It's one or the other, really. Even if you're an atheist, it's good and evil. It still exists. Fate. Let's check that out. People like to skirt around. I'm like, well, are we having a conversation or are we playing duck duck goose goose? Are you an adult? I get to the point where I just leave people alone. Now we're going to talk about let me make sure before I say it. Yeah, we're going to talk about the meaning of destiny, so kind of just ignore that over there. Let's go straight to fate. The development of events beyond a person's control. So sometimes things happen to you and it's beyond your control. Now, you guys know I love murder mystery, but I like real world, like, cops versus Bad Boys, the movie. I like the real world scenario scenarios, and Cops is a scripted film about stuff. But both are good. But I prefer the real world. I watched a show the other day about a woman that was stalked and attacked and had to press charges. She survived, but it wasn't her fault. However, some people might say it's terrible. That did karma have something to do with it? Was it your destiny? Was it beyond your control, or did you break up with this person, actions, consequences, actions, consequences, so it's very horrible to make someone feel bad about being attacked, but it's unfortunately the law of nature. For instance, the animal kingdom, lions hunt every day, they kill, so it's, what do you call that? you know, yeah, it's the animal kingdom, but it's the law of nature. Not that we're supposed to be attacking people, but if you find yourself in danger, you just have to be aware, 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 aware. Now that whatty got their karma by either getting put in jail, or if they commit murders, they get the death penalty. Yes, I believe in the death penalty. I sure do. I just say hang them on the day they're found guilty. But anyway, that's just me. That's just me. Yeah, why feed them for 15 years? I really don't understand. But anyway, focus. I don't get it. I like execution. I like the chair, the humane death. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, sir. That's just me. But yeah, if it's something beyond your control, it can be, instead of saying the word karma, that's why I use the word fate here. So I don't want people to think, well, something bad happened to me, Gigi, and you said it's karma. No, it's unfortunately fate. The development of events beyond a person's control, regarding as determined by a supernatural power, or just see the verb down there. It just, that's how it turned out, or it's an act in a particular way, or it was destined to happen. Unfortunately, bad things happen to us all the time. So never feel bad if something bad happens to you that was out of your control. You had no idea. It's not her fault somebody is insane. It's not somebody's fault that, serial killers are out there and they're killing each other. I mean, for goodness sake, in real time, they're hunting for a man that killed his fiance, and all he had to do was walk away. Let them walk away. Go, let them go. Let them walk away. They ain't no good. But she lost her life. So again, here are some similar words: destiny, nemesis, and we're going to go over kismet as well. So yeah, I had to throw that in, even though we're talking about karma, because that matters to me. Your feelings matter to me. How about that? What's next? Because I can sometimes, when I'm doing my research, you guys, I think about, oh, I don't want them to think I mean this, or oh, what if that crosses someone's mind? So I have you in my hearts because I love you purely. So yeah, that matters to me. So what's the next thing? So we did karma in the Bible, fate, ironic twist of fate. Okay. Give me a minute. And I hate it. Did you hear the click, click, click? It's nothing you can do about it. But here we go. All right. And I quality check my videos, and I'll pick a video and watch it, and then I critique myself. Therefore, I can do better in the future. So that's some advice to content creators. Just kind of cherry pick out of the blue a video that you didn't watch already, and watch it and write down the things that you can do better. And I was like, oh, I wish I didn't, because I have the finger pad on my laptop, and it's like I can't not hear the clicky sound. But other than that, it's not a big deal. We critique ourselves. We can't help it. All right. So what's the next thing? Yeah, that's not covering anything. So yeah, karma is a heck of a thing. Here, ironic twist of fate meaning. An ironic event or situation is interesting and sometimes humorous. When I find myself in a little kerfuffle, squabble, ordeal, I do. I sit back and dissect it. I don't care what people feel that is or what it appears to them. I'm looking at it and I come to conclusions. I sure do. And then I stand in my ish, or I allow the other person to get their karma. I don't stop it. Now, sometimes you can stop things, but I get to determine to protect myself and to defend myself. However, you also can determine whether you want to step in or not. And sometimes you just let all the chips fall where they may, right? So, an ironic event or situation is interesting and sometimes humorous because it is the opposite of what you would have expected. An ironic twist of fate. And I look at things like, ooh, thank you, angels up above, whatever you want to say, guardian angels, come get me, because sometimes I can't see what's down the road. So, right, I get out the way. It's ironic that a government so concerned about law and order is disregarding an international treaty. So that's an example. Very true. Synonyms and okay, I don't need to read that part. But yeah, here. If something happened by a twist of fate, it happened by chance, and it is strange, interesting, or unfortunate in some way. But guess what? If you're safe, you're good. By a curious twist of fate, cricket was also my favorite sport. So that's just a sentence. Okay. Um, what is meant by honorary or irony of fate? The humorous or mildly sarcastic use of words to imply the opposite of what they normally mean, to draw attention to some incongruity or irrationality. Like that it's a bananas, or it's what, or I never saw that coming, or I saw it and I still don't believe it. Have you ever said that? Or I had absolutely no idea that would happen. I say that a lot too. But to me, that's a twist of fate. It's like, okay. And it's because also you had nothing to do with it. You have no control. Let it go. When you have no control, let it go. For instance, think of that lion. What are you going to do? Try to save the gazelle? No, you're going to run as fast as you can to safety. So get over it. It's the nature. You don't know what's going to happen. You can be prepared. You can have your guns. You can have your knives. You can have your swords. You can have your hot water. You can have your grit. You can have your casket. Ooh, that was a Freudian slip. Ooh, you can have your skillet, cast iron skillet. That's where I was trying to go. Yeah. And whatever happens, happens. But be prepared. That's all. Kismet versus karma. Yeah, because I'm going to protect myself. Sorry, not sorry. I often think fear is debilitating. Some people are so afraid they don't move. But when you are a veteran and a soldier and a trained warrior, whether it's karate or judo or whatever, you're taught not to freeze. You go right in motion. If anything, throw the first punch, and I think everyone should learn self-defense. Therefore, you have a bit of input, or you can determine the outcome by participating. Yeah. So here it talks about kismet means fate or destiny. In Islam, kismet refers to the will of Allah, but is popularly used to refer to something that one believes was meant to happen, or the reason why such a thing happened. So I like that as well. It was meant to happen. You can't help it. And something happens, you just sit back and go, wow, and just see what happens. It's like being in a car. It was a ride, but I got off, or we kept going, or the path was clear, or I didn't like where we were I don't want to go there, no more, and just accept it for what it is. Don't feel bad about it. Don't internalize it. Go just, oh well, say la vie, and keep moving. So yeah, it's a bunch of stuff in here, but here I like this one, and then we'll be done with this page. It's Kismet definition is fate. How to use kismet in a sentence. Kismet has Arabic roots. So there you go. If you wanted to get into the origins of the word. So I thought that was interesting, right? So let's stop that. Oh, we have plenty of webbies. No worries. No worries. The meaning of destiny and vision. I have a bunch of things open here, you guys, for in real time for my oddities. So I'm not trying to screw that up. All right. And I'm boom, 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 boom. So you'll see me when you see me. I hope you had a great weekend. I know I am. It's not even over yet. So yeah. All right. What is next? The meaning of destiny. And these, to me, these are beautiful words. They really are. They're very poetic. And I hope you enjoy them. I really do. Try to broaden your lexicons. Try to use these words and sentences when you're speaking to people. And we're going to look at vision too. Did I have it open? No, I didn't. I got to bring that up because I'm cross sharing and demonstrating these words on different shows, but I'm still having a good time, getting it all together. All right, here we go. Okay, that's the pull down menu. Okay. What is destiny in science? Synonyms. You are my destiny, meaning Urdu, Hindu. Okay. So there you go. Destiny. Right?
Destiny.
The events that will necessarily happen to a particular person or thing in the future. The events that will necessarily happen to a particular person or thing in the future. For instance, if you get married, you're in matrimony, you're in marriage, and whatever happens after that, it's your destiny. Okay? You can't guess what's going to happen. You just know you're together until beyond, hopefully. The hidden power believed to control that will happen in the future of fate. So you get married. Or forget marriage. Let's do a business partner. So you open a business together, hair salon. One person operates the front end, the office and the books, and the other person is the stylist. Okay, so everyone has their role. So the destiny is to make it a prosperous enterprise. We don't know what's going to happen a year from now, 5 years from now, 20 years. I want you to be there forever and pass it down as a legacy to your children. But you can still refer to it as you're destined. You're destined to be successful. You're destined to be in the beauty cosmetology industry. You're destined to make money because you're working together and plan to be prosperous. Your destiny. So it doesn't have to be romantic or intimate. It can be anything you involve yourself in. I plant a garden. It's destined to, fruit, will grow. Vegetables will grow. I'm looking at a seed packet now. The ASMR of thyme. And I'm like, oh, shoot, when should I plant it? Oh, I want to start a home potted garden. So I'm destined to have lots of plants of herbs. There you go. Potted plants at home. I have a green thumb when I'm outside, and I have a purple thumb when I'm inside. I don't know what it is. I am forcing myself to learn how to have potted plants. I've been watching YouTube channels, and I'm so inspired. I don't want to just grow cacti because that's the easiest thing. I want herbs all over where I can pinch them and eat them, or pinch them and cook with them. So yeah, I'm destined to becoming a potted plant gardener. So the hidden power, believe to control what will happen in the future. That is my destiny. One of my destinies. So yeah, don't be afraid. Just go for it. So what is next? Vision. Okay. Karma. Now, Gigi, what does that do with karma? Well, they should be able to envision that this is not a good idea. Maybe I shouldn't do this. This is going to turn out bad for me. You know why? Because it started in you. That's where it started. Now, why don't I have this on here? Give me a second. Because I want to do the Proverbs last. So I forgot to put it on there. That's why. So after vision, you as an adult, people know when they're doing something bad or naughty or against the law. Give me a break. That's why I could never be a police officer. That's why I didn't want to be a teacher like my mom, police officer like my dad. I've been in the military. That was enough. I'm sorry. I've served my country. I've worked in the government. I've had service jobs. I've advocated. I know all of that done. I'm tired of telling people what to do. I will demonstrate, but no, ma'am. And I'm not going to exist on planet Earth being angry all the time. I have fun. No, ma'am. I'm a look, more ASMR. I'm going to paint my nails and have a good day tomorrow. Yes, I am. I can't. I will turn off the TV and turn it on when I want to. I will read the news or decide what not to listen to and what I want to listen to. Like Mondays, it's all financials for me. Stocks, bonds, things like that. Tuesdays, I'll start watching CNN. Wednesday, Thursday, I'll do local. And that's it. I'm sorry, I can't be every day shooting, killing. After you get a certain age, y'all, it wears on you. You're like, oh, well, look at mankind. As long as it's not in your neighborhood or around the corner or somebody you're related to be honest with you, I give myself a break. I'm watching videos about whatever I want. Happiness. Mm-hmm. So my vision, I can tell what I want. And I know if I do something, it's going to be karma. It's going to kick me in the you know what, or it's going to be my fate and my destiny if I screw up. It's that simple for me. Oh, well. Vision, right? Now we're not talking about eyeballs. Let's look at number 2. The ability to think about or plan the future which with your imagination and or wisdom and follow the law. Okay. We can close that one really, really quick. That's the best advice that I can give people. I don't get it. And then they look at you like, oh, you live a happy life, you darn effing right. Mm-hmm. Proverbs, okay? The person seeking good will find favor, okay? But anyone who searches for evil will find it. If you go looking for bad, you know how some people go look, oh, I know there's something bad about you. Guess what? That's what's going to uh fall on your head. That's karma for Gigi. That is it. I could end the video right now. We're not, but yeah. That's when I say that's your karma, that's what I mean. I'm not saying you're a bad person. I'm saying, well, you shouldn't have did that. You shouldn't have planted those those seeds outside in the middle of December, because ain't nothing, it's too cold. You should have brought it in and became a potted plant expert like Gigi Darling will, because I got 40 more years to go. Claiming it. And do it on the inside where it's warm, buy those cute little, ooh, it's so cute. I can't wait. Yeah, I'm going to be an herbalist. I'm going to have an herb garden inside. I just don't like the insects. How do they know to find it on the inside? Yeah, that part we're going to have to work on. If you look for good, then good things are going to happen. If somebody meets me, if I come from heaven and I'm an angel and I ain't know nothing, I'm pure everything. If somebody comes at me to hurt me or to harm me, you might succeed, you might not. However, hurt and harm is going to come your way. If you think you know everything about Gigi and you call me all kind of names, I can even determine if you're a good or bad person because I can determine that's probably happening in your life. That's why you're acting that way towards me. And then I'll know that I don't want to be around you. If you can, like for instance, my channel, my real face, my real name, I'm being 100, therefore you're going to be 100. People love to fight the funk, don't they? I don't get it. It's right in front of their face. Anyway, if you search for something bad, then there you go. That's like when we were training in the military. Let's just say you were outside in the heat training at Nellis Air Force Base in the middle of summer, running or sweating or planting that garden. Somebody's gonna whiff some funk. If that's what you're looking for, that's what you're gonna find. If you're gonna put your nose right up under there in the armpit, baby, you're gonna get that whoo, that oh dear, right? But if you're just looking like, oh wow, we're just working hard, make it funny, like, ooh, I'm a little tart. Yeah, I'm a little gamey, make funny, go shower and enjoy all your hard work. If you're this is going to be good in a couple weeks. We're going to see. Well, you can't be planting something. Let's just say you're pouring concrete for a new sidewalk. How about that? Look for the good first. Don't look for the bad. Oh, your hair is ugly. Well, we've been outside all day and I'm sweating. I got a hat on. Who cares? Yeah, I can't be around people like that. And when I meet people like that in real life, I go, wow, you were drawn to me because maybe your higher entity needed you to come my way. However, you can't handle the 100 and or the truth because there's something's in nature's trying to get you together. So you can come at me both ways. I get to determine if I get to stay or not. So if they want to look for evil, they're going to get evil from me and the universe. If they look for good, they're going to get good from me and the universe. It's Proverbs 11:27 is that easy for me. Okay. Now let's start looking at the Webbies. So if you're new here, everything is down below in the description box just for you, boo, and us. HUGz. So let me paste these. I'm going to go one by one because it's just so much easier for me to do it that way. Okay. Now, that is not the only Bible verse. No, ma'am. No, sir. So let's take this away. I mean, Like, Look at her face. It's like, It's a lot more. Hebrews. Okay. James. Job. As I have observed, those who plow evil and those who sow trouble reap it. I mean, there's so much. A lot, right? There's Proverbs 11:27. Okay. I like these because they have parallels and then they comparisons. This is Bible study tools. Psalms, the trouble they cause recoils on them. Gotcha. Their violence comes down on their own heads. I never feel sorry for people that go to jail. I'm sorry, not sorry. I never feel sorry for people who get caught doing something like slight, even slight, like, oh, I'm gonna whatever. I'm not gonna call this person, or I'm not gonna tell this person that, oh, I can see her slip or her there's a rip in the back of her dress. I'm not going to tell her. Nope, it's going to get you. Don't do that. The trouble you cause, this is Psalm 7:16. The trouble you cause recoils on them. Their violence comes down on their own heads. So that's what you get. Sorry, not sorry. And that's not a judgment. It is what it is. It's in the Bible. Somebody wrote this thousands of years ago, so get over it. Yeah, it just goes on and on and on. It's already there. There's no need to rewrite it or rethink it or no. Now, popular Bible verse topics, because I always believe in energy and equilibrium. If you're just studying something that disturbs your soul, then replace it with something positive, an affirmation or whatever. And I like healing Bible verses. Um, how do I come up with the topics I want to? I just let it flow over me. Like I said, when I was doing this, I came up with the next one, and I'm sure throughout the week something else will come. I just let it flow. I don't write these down, but these are for you. Okay. Hope, friendship, forgiveness, strength, comforting, promises, hard times, encouraging. So this is down below for our hearts of gold. So what's the next one? I think I shared this already. Did I? Let me see. If not, no worries. It's not a big deal. Here we go. Alrighty. I always get weirded out. Sorry if I leave something up there. Every time I go back to StreamYard, it looks like something was there. I'm trying not to go back and forth so much, but yeah, I just want to make sure you can see it. That's all. All right. This is letgodbetrue.com. And as you can see, devotionals, music. I like that because if you're planning like someone's funeral or even a wedding, you can find hymnals and original hymns and things. Proverbs, Psalms, sermons, devotionals, Bible topics. Okay. And about this website. So they say it a different way here. He that diligently seeketh good procureth favor. He that diligently seeketh good procureth favor. But he that seeketh mischief, it shall come unto him. So I mean, I can stop it right here. They just put it in a more, this is my word, Bible-y way of saying it. The seeketh and the, procureth, things like that. Then they give you more based on what? The topic, right? And I like that contrast, but I don't want to get too deep into other verses, but I like it because they give you comparisons. Who will benefit today from your life? You may only count family or employer if the good you do is extraordinary and requires diligence. Be a tree of life. Isn't that beautiful? So they elevate the conversation. So I like that about this website. That's why I wanted to share it. So I'm going to go at the top now. So yeah, be a tree of life, be a tree of knowledge, demonstrate, be a tree of images, sorry. But yeah, we visited that already. But yeah, I like that because it takes you in other directions. How about that? Mm-hmm. Reader, do not comfort yourself that you do not wrong others. Reader, do not comfort yourself that you do not wrong others, that you stay to yourself and let them live their own lives. You will never be blessed. The favor of God and men is on those who diligently seek good. A wonderful life with happy days is only for those aggressively helping and serving others. Don't shut yourself down. You can't say, well, I'm not going to come in contact with nobody. Nope. You can't do it. Do not pat yourself on the back for being a loner and not bothering other people. Your life is a waste if you are not a servant or you're not doing something for other people. You get to decide, but you can't get away with saying, well, people are mean or crazy or stupid. Go find a group of people that look nothing like you and get with this so you can do something in the vein of doing good for others. Whatever it is, it could be small or big. It can be um, handwritten notes of happiness. How about that? Just do something. Mhm. So I wanted to share that. All right. So let's go to this one. Yeah, because people think that omission or exclusion is saving you, and it's not. Because you're gonna feel angry, you're gonna feel alone, you're gonna feel left out. And I really don't want that for anyone. I really don't. So give me a second. The gift and curse of vision. Okay. I thought that was interesting. So you can read all of this. Here they talk about other verses. Abraham had a vision of the Lord delivering his covenant. Jacob had a vision of a ladder ascending and descended by angels. Joseph visions caused family division. Samuel had a vision of God's judgment. So that's also destiny, fate, kismet. Now, less on the karma side, but it's still in the vein of, oh, it happened to them. So that's a good thing, right? Paul heard marching orders in a vision. John recorded his vision in the book of Revelations. So by being servants of God, they did a good deed. Now can take advantage of it. So they got good karma, good omen because they're still among us today in their writings, teachings, and the fact that they shared. Does that make sense? Okay. Let's go down below. 3 truths about vision. Okay. 1, keep beating the drum. I love that. Because when my intro outro is playing and them drums hit and that bass hit, I'm like, ooh, keep beating the drum over again. That's the best you can do. We need God given vision, not human wisdom. Don't you love that? Or even if you don't believe in God, let nature, let the process listen to your heart, listen, pay attention. And whatever hits you in your gut, your soul, or your forehead and your mind, go with it. It's natural. It's sorry, not sorry. That's what the line is supposed to do. And if you can get away, run. And I'm just saying, it ain't about saving nobody. I'm just saying. But visionaries must abide. Okay. It is impossible to extract the visionary from the work required. This means you must cast vision, usually repeatedly, and then roll up your sleeves and get to work. The grind of vision casting can only be endured if we cling to Christ and or the plan. Remember the business associates? Cling to the plan. I mean, you can't be there for 1 week and go, I don't like it no more. It's like, what? You can't even, that's not failure. You didn't even, you didn't begin. That's not failure. It's dysfunction, but it ain't failure because you didn't hang in. Give me a second. All right. It is not failure at all. Okay. So here we go. Shaping your own destiny. So we're going to look there. And we're almost done. Oh, I'm getting really good at these hours. Yay. Yay for us. Yay for us. Shaping your own destiny. Now that's so nasty scene from Back to the Future. But the word destiny comes from the French word destiny. That's how I say it. Same sounds the same. Without the dialect, I don't sound French, but I'm getting there. It shares the same original root as destination. It looks to the future, to where we are headed, to what is going to happen. We can usually predict it, right? But you can't say exactly what's going to happen. Like today, we planned today, it happened. The events and the experience I have now after we did it, but this morning I could not have told you exactly what was going to happen. So there you go. But over time, the meaning of the original word shifted. It changed to the action of intending someone or something for a purpose. So again, if you look for bad, you're going to get it. So that was your intent. If you look for good, if you accept someone where they are and go forward, pivot, you'll be fine. They'll be fine too, because they'll trust in the process of, oh, they're not judging me. Nope. But guess what? You don't get to judge me either. Mhm. A destination is a place I am intending to get to. Ask me, where is this going? What is your intent? Right? Isn't that what dads ask their suitors of their children? What do you intend? To carry out something for a purpose, right? You should ask them. You'll be surprised. People say, well, you didn't ask me. If it's in your mind, say it out of your mouth. I want to hear things. I want people to ask me things. I want to hear you talk about it. I want to, don't skirt around it. I don't do subliminals. I'm 100. I say exactly what I mean. And when I want the answer that I want and I don't get it, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna say, I need to hear you say it. Or do you understand what I'm trying to say? And they go, oh yeah. This is what we'll say it. Don't blow me off. I want to hear, write it. Someone thousands of years ago wrote things down. You can, that nobody will remember it, plus people die, right? And when you set an intention in order to achieve a purpose, you will give yourself more energy and inspiration to move forward and be more flexible to respond to future events, or you're ready for anything that can happen because you all know what the plan is. The front end office and the lady or man that's doing the styling, the hair or whatever, we all know what's happening. It's either written, discussed, or the law. Okay. In a time of change, inspiration and flexibility are both very, very useful. And I like that. Inner leadership down there below. You know what's going to happen next. Here it comes. There it is. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, I cannot stress enough what all that means to me. I don't accept anything less. I can have a conversation with a 2-year-old. Uh, you know, let's go brush our teeth, even if they're mocking me, even if it's all over, even if they don't get all of them. Well, 2-year-old, yeah, they have teeth. That's my expectation, not to play with toys. Even they might get upset, but we've got to train them how to be good little boys and girls. I mean, really. I mean, as they become an adult, I do not accept anything else. I mean, really, grown people not brushing their teeth. Shout out to the teeth in my head still today. Mhm. There are 12 laws of karma at work in your life. Here's what each means. So, making sure got my time. Okay, yeah, I can put that back up. Oop, that's the wrong one. Oop. I told you, I knew something where it was going to happen. Shout out to the present for that was a little commercial. How about that? The next one, gods and goddess. There you go. Okay. A word of worship, karma, Proverbs 11:27. Now that's ahead of time. because which one do I have? So there you go, a little spoiler alert. 5 is up, about to release 6. I'm about to release this one, and at the end of today, you'll get 7. So there you go. That's how ahead of time I am. But anyway, I knew I was going to do that. I was like, should I erase it? Okay, anyway, focus. There are 12 laws of karma at play in your life. Here's what each means. We are not going to read them in detail. However, I will share with you. So, beautiful picture, someone at peace. I do that at the beach all the time. So I just sit. It's cold now, but yeah, I just sit. I don't need a reason. I just sit. Number 1, the great law. Number 2, the law of creation, humility, growth, responsibility, connection, force, giving, and hospitality. I could have just did a show on this, right? Here and now, change, patience, and reward. I like that. Okay, let's read that one. That's one of my favorite. The karmic law essentially translate to hard work pays off. Consistent work, that is. It's about showing up and doing the work and not, this is me talking, not letting anyone else do it for you. You must do it. You will never be able to reap rewards. You will never get anything good. Nothing prosperous will ever happen. Now, returning to this. And doing the work, not giving up on your big goals, even when you don't see any progress make towards them yet. So they recommend that you live in accordance with this karmic law by knowing that achieving great things requires time and persistence, not giving up, celebrating yourself. This is me talking, not letting anybody get in your way or talk you out of your plan. They have no idea what's in your mind. Back to the article. And savoring every little. I like little. I like slow. I like organic. Milestone. Celebrate and savor every little milestone you achieve along your journey. That is, when I read that, I wanted to kiss the screen, I swear. Okay. And I'm glad I can share it with you. My heart's a go. The law of significance and inspiration. Let me say that again. Significance and inspiration. I need to talk to adults on that level. What is the significance and what is your inspiration? And here they talk about how everybody needs a boost of motivation. Everyone. So no one feels left out. Everybody gets off track every once in a while, and I'm making sure that's it. It sure is. Yay, we did it, we did it, we did it. So let me make a copy of this. Everybody needs a boost of inspiration. However, once you make that hurdle, you don't go back and keep jumping over and over it. I'm sorry, write it down, commit it to memory. Know it's there. Even if you don't, if you can't recall something, at least I have my videos. At least my Hearts of Gold can come back to this playlist. Guess what? You can make a playlist and say, these are my favorite Gigi Darling shows. You have to remind yourself. Do not depend on somebody else to remind you to do anything. To me, that's karma as well. You're not taking responsibility. Our minds are awesome. Even if you are a, let's say, a recycle expert, you know, a garbage man, whatever. That's how I call you. You can still study science at home. You know, so yeah, you don't shut down just because all I do is pick up trash. Nope, 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 nope. You have failed humankind. Go get a hobby, go learn to play the cello, the saxophone, something. No, because if the only thing you do in life suits just you, you're going to get karma too. Yeah, right. But yeah, that's it for this topic. Thank you so much. We did it. We talked about karma, karma in the Bible, fate, the twist of fate, kismet, destiny, vision, and the Proverbs. Just be careful, because I trust if you don't pay attention to your kids, they probably won't pay attention to you. If you don't water those plants, it's going to die. If you're mean to others, you're probably sad inside, and the universe is going to be mean to you. Thank you, Hearts of Gold, for a word of worship. I enjoyed this one. I'm going to drop this live and in living color. Then I'm going to put up in real time, shout out to the future and beyond. And then I'm going to put up the next oddities and curiosities. And then I'm going to freshen up my face in real time and come talk to you for an hour because I feel like it. We have a family event in the morning, so we had a long day today. We had to push some things back in real time. But guess what? There's so much content. There's so many other content creators I like to share because I know you always come back and show Gigi, darling, your love. So thank you for allowing me to have a great day today. It was so much fun. And I will see you. Just hit all the reminder buttons just in case tomorrow goes weird, because I want to enjoy the last day of Fleet Week. So after I'm done with family members, I'm going to go do one of their last events at Fleet Week, get some of the pictures before the sun goes down, and then just be patient. It was just a long weekend of fun and fabulousness. And all the other shows in the lineup are always there. You're always going to have Monday news, Tuesday Let It Rip, Wednesday This Is the Beef, Thursday or Tuesday Let It Rip, Thursday Thirsty. I'm not trying to curse. Fridays is whatever else, and then a word of worship. So, and all the good things in between. So I appreciate you because I'm putting good things into my channel. Therefore, you guys are rewarding me. Good karma, good omens, all that good things, gifts, blessings. Thank you. In the views and the subscribership, and I adore you. Thank you so much. So until I see you next time, hit all the reminders, and please tell a friend to come on. Oh, Gigi Darling is live. Let somebody know. Content creators, thank you for sharing the videos on your community boards. Share some of the old videos. Oh, Deirdre had a story time I missed 6 months ago. Share those, because that's what I'm going to start doing. Shout out to all the content creators that are working on their 1,000, 2,000. Gigi Darling is working on her 3,000. So thank you. Okay. So yeah, be careful. Karma is there watching. Okay. See you later. Bye.